Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Brewing Live, all new season. It's now episode 41. It's 41 for mental preparedness in the new landscape of living amidst challenges of our present time. And Brewing Live is a community service of Decaf Coffee Republic and our coaching hub and home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines. And our in partnership with Life Coach Philippines, our heart here as game changers is to brew mental fitness in our space and help nurture holistic mental health for you and the people that matters to you. So give a shout out to my fellow game changers. Hello, fellow game changers. Maraming salamat yan. Mayor Leonard, maraming salamat for joining me. For those who are serving in this corner of the digital space and advancing the life coaching ethically and authentically. Giving is a lifestyle and never goes out of style. So I encourage you to please expand your heart in there, expand your heart by supporting the works that we are doing here and be a blessing. Be a blessing at Decaf or Decaf Coffee Republic with your food and beverage order. You may order at Decaf Coffee Republic. We have delicious vegan meals and fresh guyabano for easy switch to healthy eating. Yan, we have been ordering the guyabano juice yan. It's 100% pure and we're ordering the 2 liters. There's a 1 liter and 2 liter. Right now we're ordering the 2 liters. It's good for my tummy because sometimes I have acid reflux and it really helps me, reduce the acid reflux in there. And right now I feel a lot better, super a lot better. And at times I need to refresh myself. I just put in that guyabano juice and put some ice in there and I'm all good. And we also have a sausage platter, which I was eating before. And my kids love this. We order this every time. And, we order this. You can order this cooked and you can order also a frozen good. So you can cook it at home if that is something that you can do. It's something that is available and my kids super love this. Instead of us buying those regular hot dogs, right? We're buying the sausage and our kids love it. They also have waffles and cakes for your favorite and classic comfort food. So if you are looking for comfort food, just feel free to message them in there. You can the FB page at Decaf Coffee Republic has the menu of the sumptuous meal and refreshing drinks. Just connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661 to bring Decaf Coffee Republic experience to your place and to your space. Yeah, we are open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. because of the IATF changes, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Just feel free, just monitor us at Decaf Coffee Republic. Follow this page, like it and follow it so that you get regular updates from us for your order and pick up delivery 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. We're available. For those of you who wants to take advantage, Decaf Coffee Republic is offering this wonderful journal. Imagine if you are someone who is currently in a space wants to heal. And if you are in a space wants healing in their heart, healings in their mind, healings in their soul. Have you ever asked a question where your baggage coming from? What will freedom look like for you if you were free from all of this pain that you have? Maybe you are someone who needs to forgive. Maybe you know someone that needs to forgive, or maybe you want to start healing after this heartache, right? This is something that you can do. There are countless of individuals who are struggling with issues from the past. I'm not exempted there. I also have my past that I need to continuously heal, and you can explore this in journaling and help explore the past hurts towards healing in 7 days. So imagine in 7 days you can start really having that healing. You start healing. It will help you really just release all of those pressures in there and live the life that you want. Get the free digital copy of if you accumulate a order of food and beverage at Decaf Coffee Republic for worth 1,000 pesos. So 1,000 pesos, you get to enjoy the food that you will order and you will get this free digital copy of the 7-day journal. Yan, the Healing from the Past Wounds 7-day devotional journal. It's going to be good this this month of August. So message us, do order again 0917-586-1661. For other ways to support our community works, you may now give stars in there. So you would see there in your mobile phone or in your laptop, you can see there's a star function in there. Hop in and send them some stars in there. Send some love in there. Or you can use The bank accounts that we have in there for fund transfer, we also have GCash account that you can utilize that to transfer account and just bless the people who are serving you every single day here at the CACC Republic. If you just joined us, welcome and thank you for being here. You may circulate this link of this video to invite your friends and watch with you. You may also tag them in the comment section below. Then you give them a shout out. Just tell them to encourage them, give them some motivation to continuously take action. During those times, these times especially, September season is coming in, and Coach and my wife has this seasonal depression, and during September she kind of is lonely. And give them some encouragement so that they feel that, hey, someone cares for them, someone thinks about them, even though at times they don't respond, but at least they know that you are there and you're thinking about them always. Acknowledge them, give them some acknowledgement and gratitude as well, and being thankful for their life. As for me, I just want to give a shout out to my fellow mental model collectors. Shout out to you, everyone who's watching, who's joining, who's serving this community for the longest time, and also those inside the B Learning Society of Master Coach A. Special mention to the fellow bronze badge holder. Yan, yung mga fellow bronze badge holder. Thank you everyone for investing for the last 3 months. We're gonna continue on and achieve that silver and eventually gold. And I know it's gonna be a powerful thing. And if you are someone who's not yet a smart holder of the B Learning e-card and you're still missing all the perks that I enjoy specifically, today is the best time to take action. Connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661 to join the B Learning Society. It's a tent maker of the B Learning home for mental fitness. And what you will get when you avail of this, when you subscribe to this, when you support the B Learning home for mental fitness, you're going to get a 5% food and beverage discount from the CACC Republic. And also you will get the full access to Mental Model Masterclass of Master Coach A, happening every third Saturday of the month that you see in the screen right now, plus a benefit from a 90-minute coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. And what you will get this month, the Mental Model Masterclass is going to be on August 21st at 7 p.m. and Master Coach A will teach on the mental model of the 21st polymath. Yan, polymath. Yan. Are you a modern-day polymath? Yan. Register now and discover how the common belief of the jack of all trades, master of none, can be hindering your progress. So yes, you can utilize the jack of all trades for this specific mental model. So join us, utilize that if you're someone who has a lot of information, knowledge in there. And if you want to utilize this for your success, for more information and registration assistance, connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661. All right. Moving on today's episode, I will be sharing to you Men Restored. Yeah, I'm going to talk to you about something that's one of the things that I've experienced for the last 14 years of my life. So please do tag your friends, forward this video link, and invite others to join us in the conversation for mental preparedness. Give them a shout out in there. Let's have them join, especially for the men out there. Leonard, thank you for joining. This is something that, I've realized for the last couple of days, last couple of weeks on my journey on how men needs to also be restored in all of the journey that we have. So before I begin, I am life coach Shaun. For those of you who has joined me, if this is the first time you're watching me, I'm a professional certified co-actively co-create life coach, and I'm also a certified mental health coach from Life Coach Philippines. And I'm a father. I'm a father at 19 years old. When I was 19 years old, I started, I became early as a father. I was fortunate enough to be promoted in the corporate world. And when I was 35 years old, I got promoted and became a director. And I became a full-time life coach when I was 37 years old. And my focus area in life coaching is in the area of self-leadership. And self-leadership is our ability to be intentional in the way we feel, and the way we think, and the way we act. And being intentional means that we're intentional of the kind of relationship that we want to build with other people, the kind of relationship that we want to build with our family, with our parents, with our friends, with our spouse, with our children, and being intentional about the kind of experiences that you want to have for yourself and also for the people around you. And what I do as a life coach is I empower men to be mentally fit so that they can stay inspired to live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. At times, with all of the successes that we have in our life, we tend to wonder, with wonder if this is what we really wanted, if there is more in our life, or it's really just, earning money every single day and not really pausing and reflecting on what is it that would make life meaningful and fulfilling. That is something that I help individuals, especially for men out there. What I do is I teach and I coach men to live, to love, to learn, to laugh, and to leave a legacy. Those are the 5 L's that I teach men out there so that we can start really thriving in our life. And we are clear on the day to die for. Yan. I'm planning for my day to die for. When I see that day, and that is my legacy for my children. When I see that day, I would say that, hey, God, I'm okay. You can take me. I'm good. My mission is done here. But of course, it really depends on God if He will take me. If not, then the mission progresses and continues. I am doing this coaching profession full-time since I left the corporate world back in 2019. After I worked in the call center industry for 14 years of successful career in there, which landed me a workforce management director role. It has been a wonderful journey and joyful journey. So much learning in there, so much friendship that I got, and so much other things that I will share to you on today's topic. If you are watching this on a replay, of course, comment in there #replay and send us a message if you wish to connect with any points of the what resonates with you. You may find the YouTube link where you can watch the replay of all of the episodes in Brewing Live in the caption on the video below. Please do follow, subscribe the channel so that you get notified when new learning videos becomes available. All right, Coach Candy, maraming salamat. Master Coach Jasmine, thank you for joining me. Okay, let me start. Let me share to you the story of my life. If you've been following me, if you've been watching my videos, the story of my life started when I was 19 years old. And that's a time that really my life changed, really my life started, and really I saw the whole totality of the world of what I was seeing this as a single person and towards being married and eventually having kids. And I've journeyed along for a quest, right? I've journeyed on. And, after I graduated in college, I still had, I think, 2 years of me reviewing for the board exam for electronic communications engineering. I wasn't fortunate there. I tried twice, but never didn't really have that, opportunity to pass the board exam. And eventually I made the decision to find work because I felt that if I continue doing that, I'm not going to be able to support my kids. And during those times, my parents are the ones supporting me, and I don't want that. I don't want them to feel like we're a burden for them. So I started working on that. And as I journey, found one work here in Makati, and moved to Sukat eventually. Then eventually I realized that the salary that I was getting was not sufficient enough for me to be able to support my family. I quit in there. Then eventually I found an opportunity in Teleperformance. So one BPO company here in the Philippines, that was my second job in a call center industry. And it has, that is where my career boomed. That's where my career continuously progressed and progressed and progressed. I told myself that every 2 to 3 years I would get promoted, and I put all of the work, I put all of the elbow grease in there for me to be able to move around, make sure that I'm able to achieve that, and then you're able to do it. But eventually, as you quest, the quest for you to have the status, to have money, to have a high-paying salary, to be known, and so on and so forth, that kind of took a toll in me, and along the journey of the decade that I was in the corporate industry, some bits and parts of me became rusting. It became rust. Some of it fell off. Before you have a clear identity of who you are, but as you progress in the corporate career, your status, your position, your who you are is connected to what you do in the corporate world. Have you ever had that experience? Put that in the comment section below. Have you ever experienced that your identity is connected to the work that you're doing or the job that you're doing? Yeah, let me know if you've felt that. I've felt that before. Master Coach Maureen, thank you very much. Coach Marife, thank you for joining us this wonderful morning. And I felt that. I felt that the role that I was doing is what I was. And I needed to be in the spaces in which I needed to be serious. I need to be formal. I needed to have this show of status, have the show of the kind of intellect and intelligence that you have, and you need to continuously learn, develop yourself so that you fit the role. And I've realized during the course of the career that you know being someone that you're not. Sometimes you're faking it. Fake it till you make it. It kind of took a toll on me, and I remember a moment in which I was very successful in the career, and there was a time in which I felt that I can do anything I want. So, made a lot of mess. And during the decade of that time, I started to wander from different relationship. I started to make bad decisions, engage with relationship with other women. And these are the things that I have did because I was trying to figure out, is this really what life is all about? Like, it's just focus on the work that you do. It's just focus on the things that you're doing. It's just focus on the amount of money that you're getting, the house that you have, the car that you have, the material things that you have. And even, right, your phone is something of a status symbol. And I remember a moment in which I have this mindset in which that I need to buy different things for me to feel that I'm successful, that to feel that everything is doing well, to feel that things are, okay. But it's not okay. And I was thinking that maybe being promoted on a regular basis, having higher salary, getting promoted would bring happiness. And so I thought wrong. I got disappointed. As I've said, made bad decisions that I thought would give me happiness. And then it came in a disappointing result, and also a detrimental result for myself, for my family, and my children, and also the people that cares for me. I remember during a decade, I got promoted as a senior manager. That is when the time that I started to wander from places to places, thinking about what is life really is, what life is for me, and thinking that everything is well, but in reality, it's not really well. For the last couple of weeks, I've been reflecting on my situation and my condition, about how I think about things, only to realize that I'm not normal as well. I thought my wife and my kids are just, my daughter are not normal, but I realized I'm not normal too. And, that promoted as a senior manager in my 10th year. After 2 years, I got an opportunity again to get promoted as a director. And that was the time that Coach Tin was looking for a career shift. And when she was finding for an opportunity, and she found life coaching, and she found Decap Coffee Republic. And Decap Coffee Republic back then was there in Reliance Street. Yeah, it's in PSM before. And being a loving husband, I need to make sure that I'm able to support her. I drove her there, and we went there at Decap Coffee Republic. I think it was a Tuesday that we went there. We met Coach Rezzhel, and we've sit down having one of the talks of Master Coach A. And I've listened to her, and I became fond of it. I was hearing what I needed to hear, and what I needed to understand for me to have a deeper understanding of what I really want to do in life. And by the way, during these times, I was trying to think about what kind of career or profession do I want to shift. Back then, I was a fan of John Maxwell, still a fan right now. And he was providing a certification, just John Maxwell certification for motivational speaking. And what you need to do is, I remember, I think back then it was $2,000 for you to invest on the learning. And you need to go to United States to get certified. And John Maxwell will certify you. And I told my wife, hey, I want to try that. Oh, I think that is something for me, because I've been teaching a lot in the workplace. I've created materials to develop skills in workforce management. I also teach on a leadership skills. Every month I do a session with my team for 1 hour. I do a talk, and I ask them for reflections, what have you. And these are the things that I've been doing. And life coaching has leveled me up in the space in which allowed me to have a deeper understanding. And it's funny because during the time when I got full understanding of life coaching, that was the time that I started to think about if I want to push through with John Maxwell certification or move towards life coaching. And I remember vividly that I consulted one or of our executive vice presidents, and I talked to him. I report to him on a dotted line, and I talked to him about it and asked him, because he's a certified John Maxwell speaker, and I asked him about it, and he told me that, hey, if you are in the latter part of your life and you feel that you still need for you, then do so. Maybe you're aged at 50, 60 years old, then do the investment. But you're still young, find something else. Find something else. And at the latter time, if you still want to get certified, then do so. So I consulted with him, and I talked to Master Coach A about it. And I know Master Coach A gave me a very, very, very simple, perspective. He didn't tell me. She didn't tell me what I needed to do. She didn't force herself with me. She just gave me a perspective, and she told me that, hey, motivational speaking, at the end of the day, what will happen if you attend motivational speaking? And I have a lot of respect in motivational speaking, and I do follow motivational speakers. But in motivational speaking, what happens is you get motivated for X number of months or weeks, right? And eventually it will die down because you will hit a roadblock. You will identify things in yourself that's not allowing you to grow. And you're going to realize something that you're not sufficient. Compared to life coaching, it would allow the person to be continuously inspired and to motivate themselves, that they need not to look for somewhat outside motivation, that you look for that person and you want to be that person. That is motivational speaking. You want to be that person. But in life coaching, it inspires you to be who you are. To be who you are as a person. Yeah. And Master Coach Rezzhel said, God is our ultimate source. Yes, I totally agree. And that's a powerful thing. And I realized in that during that moment, and I made a decision. And I'm not a prayerful guy. I don't pray a lot. Kind of had a conversation, but not intentional. And I talked to God about it, and I asked God because I didn't have the money. The money is a big investment for you, but I never really blinked about it because I know in my heart that I want to. And I asked God about it. I prayed for it, and I asked Him, "Hey, give me give me the money to invest on this training." And lo and behold, we have been selling this car for I think a year now. I remember a year now. And after, I think it was 1 week or 2 weeks, it got sold. It got sold. So I had the money. So I invested that money in training. And for me, really, it was divine for me. God has put me in the space, put me in the situation in which I'm part of it. And I'm so, so grateful because for the last 3 years, it has really changed the way I see myself, and it put me in a space of awareness. And, when during the time when I got promoted as a director and a life coach, I've utilized this and invest on my coaching, continuously learn, and it was really divine. And I found life coaching has totally changed the way I see my life. And this is what I'm instilling to you as well, that at times you can be put in a situation in which you feel that life just goes in a wheel. It goes in motion, and it turns and turns and turns, and you're not actually clear of what the end path is, the end goal is. And being in a space in which you have awareness of who you are and who you want to be allows you just enjoy the process rather than just catching something that in your subconscious that you will be in that space, and eventually you will need to move more. It's like a ladder, right? That you plan for this and work on the next ladder and so on and so forth, rather than having that really, really a day to die for scenario. So what are the 4 key areas of restoration in a man's life? Because when I got certified in the last 3 years, this profession has really, and investing in a life coach and continuously investing in training, this has allowed me to start restoring who I am. Because in reality, we never really lost ourselves, we kind of just have this journey in which we wandered from places to places. Because God has created a line for us already. He created a line for us. I I would picture it as a scenario in which maybe I can draw it here, and then pardon me, this is just I received it. And what happens usually, right? If you think about it, life is like this. Now, this is the path that you've created for you. And what happens is you have your upside and you have your downside. And when you start a journey, you kind of clear of where you want to go, where what you want to do. But eventually, because of the demands of life, the distractions of life, you tend to sway from places to places. At times you go like that, sometimes you go here. You get off course and you go back here, and so on and so forth. And you go like that. At times you go back, then you go back here, and so on and so forth. And you never seem to find the straight path, right? You're never really able to find the straight path in here. And life coaching allowed me to start, synergizing my life and my work and myself, in which it slowly moved into the line where I need to be. So every one of us has a path. We have all of the path created for us. But the question is, when we were put in a space in which we're given an opportunity to reflect on it, do we make a decision to make a change? Because if we're not making a decision, then you continuously just follow this path in there, and nothing will happen. And you get disappointed, and you would feel that nothing's working for you. Then, you get anxiety and you get depressed eventually. And it's not good for everyone. It's not good for your family. And when you're able to have clarity on that, when you're able to go back, and life coaching has allowed me to do that, it just changes the way things. So I'll share to you 4 key areas of restoration that I've learned in my journey, and I want to be able to instill it to you. And my hope is you will be able to get some wisdom and nuggets into it that allowed life to be much joyful and much in synergy. So the number 1 is the 4 key areas of restoration in a man's life. Number 1 is know God as the Father. Yeah, know God as Father. Yeah, that's the first thing that I've started the journey along. Started reading the Bible intentionally, starting to read the scriptures, starting to have an understanding of what the original design of the person is, because we are created in God's image. And for us to be able to do and be back in that original design is to understand what godly image is. And that is one of the things that I've started doing. Number 2 is know yourself. Yeah. Knowing yourself is the beginning of wisdom, and knowing yourself, life coaching has allowed me to do that and has helped pave the way to create the space in which I acknowledge, I accept, I am in an awareness of who I am. That is number 2. Number 3, and I'm not sure if you like this, but this one works. Live in brokenness. Yeah, live in brokenness. Yes, we are broken. I am broken. I have these past experiences in my life that I thought I was okay, but I was not okay. And living in brokenness means that you have awareness that life is not perfect, that you have experienced pain, you've experienced suffering, and you have an acknowledgement that it's there, it's really there, it's not gonna go away, and you have to take action on doing things better. Because when you're able to do that, it's just, again, the feeling of fulfillment and meaning of your life comes in. You're joyful in doing the things that we do. And number 4, walk with God. Yeah. Every single day, every single moment, renew the mind, study, be educated, learn from, learn where you're not gonna die. Yeah. Learn from other people that make mistakes so that you won't go there and you'll die. And we must continue to renew our mind. That is what really restoring of a man is. And then from Job 28:28, God said to the human race, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. And to shun evil is understanding. And I reflected this for a long time. And I come into a realization that when you are understanding the scriptures, when you're really understanding what's good and evil, that is wisdom. Eventually, understanding is making sure that you don't do the things that would put you in a space where it's not gonna help you and other people. Like as I've said a while ago, I'm not perfect. I've created a relationship with other women that has disrupted the way I see my life. But I realized that I made a decision that hey, we need to change as men because the future generations would be affected, and it's not just me. Whatever I do right now, it will affect the children, and that's the same way with you as well. So that is really the context here, that wisdom is knowing God and fearing God, and understanding is making sure that we're doing the right things for the right reason. I'm someone who's a car guy. I love cars. What I do back then is to buy cars and restore them. Um, it takes a lot of resources, takes a lot of money, it takes a lot of time for you to be able to get that car back in tip-top shape. And however, in car restoring, you can't do things on your own. You need people to support you in your journey, to help restore the vehicle, to find parts, to do the things that you're not an expert on, like paint, metalworks and so on. And it goes the same with life. If you want to restore right back to your original design, we need people to help us. I cannot do it alone. I was not able to do it alone. Even if you follow the men's stereotypes, eventually you get tired. You'll be exhausted. And having a tribe with you to support you, and I have a lot of people here who's joining me right now who keep on supporting me and my family, and it's a wonderful thing. And Master Coach A taught us that humility and obedience is one of the things that we need to do. Well, two of the things that we need to do. And we need to continuously seek the God and our Lord with all of our heart and all of our soul. And during the times when we were learning in the Be Learning Society, the Mental Model Masterclass, I learned about the goal mental model. And that taught me that value and feedback was missing in all of the things that I do. Because I got focused on goal, strategy, and tactics, but never really took the time to be intentional and sit down and ask myself, what is the value of this goal? And is my goal or strategy and tactics still aligned to my goals and my values? So it's putting us in a perspective in which we are more intentional. We are intentional about the kind of experiences and the kind of relationship that we want to create, rather than just focusing deep on our thoughts on the goals that we want to achieve and how that will help us, buy this X, buy this Y, buy this C, only to get disappointed in the future and trying to find out, this is more, there's more, and there's more. Happiness is temporary. Joy is something that, when you're clear about what you're joyful about, it makes a whole lot different in the experiences. And eventually, when you experience bliss, that is the time that you know that you are in the right path. Practicing a joyful heart, being in gratitude, makes life very, very different. You're more positive, you're more grateful about people, even though at times other people are not grateful. You would be able to influence them, and that requires, of course, a lot of effort. But when you're able to do that, I tell you, life can be joyful, meaningful, and fulfilling. And the hand is available. A hand is available. We are here. Community of certified life coaches here. Message Coach Rezzhel 0917-586-1661 if you need support. If you're looking for someone to talk to, have a conversation, message us at Copy Republic. Coach Rezzhel will be able to talk to you. Help is available. Hand is available. You don't have to journey alone. Help is available. We are here to serve you. Thank you very much for joining me today and supporting the advancements of mental fitness because of the ongoing ACQ. As I've said, the mental health talk of mental preparedness every Saturday that usually happens at 4 p.m. is temporarily put on hold, but you can still connect with us, and with us for any of the coaching needs. It's 24/7, and we support it. We can support you the best way possible. If you are interested to become a professional certified a service provider, either a life coach or a mental health coach like us, connect with Coach Rezzhel 0917-586-1661 to know more about the co-actively co-create life coach certification program by Master Coach A. We are now accepting applications for mental health certification and internship program with limited slots. So make sure that you are or you're making reservations with Coach Rezzhel. Join us back tomorrow, same time and same digital space for episode 42, Natural Remedies for Mental Fog by Coach Candy Teng. DCAP Coffee Republic is located inside Pioneer Center compound, or widely known as PC. We are just across Bayanihan Center in Pioneer Center, Pioneer Road, corner Bixton and United Streets in Capitolio, Pasig City. Of course, for those who are joining us in Samut Summit later at 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's going to be on August 10, and tomorrow on August 11 at 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. If you've registered, we'll surely see you there. For those who have not registered, I'm so sorry. We closed the registration at 10 a.m. this morning. But for those in there, maraming salamat. We'll see you later at 6 p.m. Let's continue learning, and let's continue also blessing other people with what we've learned. All right. This is Life Coach Shaun De Hoya, mentally fit to serve in behalf of Life Coach Philippines. This is us in the Philippines. Labam boom, labam boom, labam boom. See you, everyone. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.